Do you fancy a change from the classic dart games such as 501, 301 and cricket? Well, in this video I'll describe the game of golf as played on a dartboard. It's a good game for practicing doubles, and it also requires some strategic thinking. It can be played by any number of players, but I find it to be most enjoyable when there are at least 4 people in the game. Let's go over the basics. The 18 holes of a golf course are represented by the dartboard numbers 1 to 18. Players throw in turn at each number and proceed through the entire course in sequence. The player who completes the course in the least number of strokes wins the game. Every hole is a par 3, which is achieved by hitting a single of the target number. So either a fat or a skinny segment scores 3 strokes. Hit the treble and you've scored a birdie, 1 under par, which is 2 strokes. A double counts as a hole-in-one. You score 1 stroke. Hitting anywhere outside of the target segment is a double bogey, 2 over par, which costs 5 strokes. Now, here's what makes the game interesting. On each hole, you may choose to throw all 3 of your darts, or you can stop after 1 or 2 darts have been thrown. But whatever you choose, only the last dart you threw counts. In a moment, we'll play a game and everything will become clear. But first, you must decide the order of play. Do this however you wish. Nearest the ball, a dart with your non-throwing hand, 2 darts thrown together, whatever method you prefer. But be aware that the player who throws last in each round has the advantage of seeing what everyone else has already thrown. So the winner of the cork throws last, and the second place in the cork throws second to last, and so on. Okay, let's say in this game there are 6 players, and I'll just use the letters A, B, C, D, E and F to represent them. Draw a grid with a row for each of the 18 holes, and a column for each of the players. Great, so let's get started. A throws first. His first dart misses the 1. He's now sitting on a double bogey, so he will definitely want to throw again. His second dart hits a single 1, so he's now on par, 3 strokes, and he has a choice to make. He can throw his third dart, hoping to improve his score with a birdie or a hole-in-one, or he can settle for par. At the start of the game, it is perhaps best to play cautiously. Make sure you avoid those double bogeys. So with this in mind, A opts not to throw his third dart. Mark him down for 3 strokes. Next up, B throws. She hits a double with her first dart, a hole-in-one. Now she can't improve on that, so there's no point in throwing any other darts. She opts to stop. Mark her down for 1 stroke. C hits just outside the double, tries for the double again, and just misses once again. Dart number 3 is aimed at the centre of the fat part of the 1 and lands safely for par 3. D throws a wild one and accidentally hits treble 1. That's a birdie, 2 strokes. So she could attempt to improve her score by hitting a double, but that's a risky strategy at this stage of the game, so she stops right there. By now I expect you've grasped how the game is played. Just keep playing through all the numbers up to 18, and the person with the least number of strokes at the end has won. I could end the video here and you would know enough to play the game, but I do want to talk about how the game is chalked, and I want to discuss some basic strategy. So let's just say E and F both shot par on hole 1, so we're now on hole 2. A hits a hole-in-one with his first dart, and obviously opts to take that score. There are a couple of ways of recording the score. Many of the guys I play darts with are also golfers, so they insist the score should be recorded like a real golf scorecard. That is to say, you record the number of strokes required for each hole and add them up at the end of the game. So, for example, A's score on hole 2 would be recorded as 1 stroke. When using this method, at any point in the game when you want to know who's winning or how far you are behind, you have to do the math. It's tricky, but in a strange way I find it kind of adds to the fun of the game. However, if you want to keep it simple, you can keep a running total instead. So in this case, just add 1 stroke to A's existing score of 3 to give 4 strokes. By keeping a running total, everyone can easily see who is in the lead at every stage of the game. I'm going to stick with the running total method for the rest of this video, but you should choose whichever method you prefer. Okay, let's skip ahead a few holes. For my personal strategy, I like to think of the game in 3 parts: the first 6 holes, the middle 6 and the last 6. For the first 6 holes, I throw my first dart at the double. If I don't get it, I shoot for par and stick on it when I hit. In the middle stretch, my strategy depends on where I stand in respect to the leader. If I'm winning, or within a couple of strokes of the leader, I'll stay with the same strategy used on the first 6 holes. So, in this case, if I was player B or D, I would continue to play with the same strategy. But if I was, say, player A, 6 points behind the lead, then I need to attempt to close the gap. I'll still try for the double with my first dart, but this time, if I miss the double, my second dart is thrown at the treble, hoping for a birdie. If I fail to get the birdie, then my third dart is aimed at the middle of the fat segment. Now let's skip ahead to hole 13, the start of the final third of the course. From this point on, it's a matter of judging where you stand in respect to the lead, and deciding the level of risk you need to take. Player F, for example, is 9 strokes off the lead and needs a miracle. It's hole-in-one attempts all the way for this player. Players A and D are only 3 strokes off the lead, so they need to be fairly aggressive, seeking 1 or 2 stroke scores, but they must also make sure they avoid a double bogey. I won't bother playing the game all the way out. The player with the lowest count at the end wins the game. It's possible for more than one player to tie on the winning score. You can play extra holes to decide the winner if you wish, or you can simply call it a tie. And that's it for this video. I hope you get to play this game sometime, and let me know in the comments what you think about it. I've got a few more similar videos in the pipeline, so keep watching this channel. Thank you, and shoot well.